Hello children, welcome back. In the first module, I introduced you all to the subject economic applications. I tried to make you understand the importance of studying economics, the meaning of economics, what is economic activity and non-economic activity, what is an economy. I hope you all have understood. In this module, we are going to discuss about the definitions of economics. In order to understand the nature and the scope of economics, it is necessary to analyze the definitions of economics given by various economists. There are many definitions of economics. From time to time, various definitions have been given. But none of them is correct, complete, or satisfactory. This is because economics covers a wide range of economic activities of men. So it is very difficult to actually give an totally correct and accepted definition of economics. That is why Wharton has humorously observed that whenever 6 economists gather, we have 7 opinions. Yet, in order to understand the concept and the scope of economics, we will broadly study the definitions under 4 categories. Number 1, the wealth definition given by Adam Smith, welfare definition of Alfred Marshall, scarcity definition given by Robbins, and growth-oriented definition given by Paul Samuelson. Let us analyze the wealth definition as given by Adam Smith. Adam Smith is known as the father of economics. In his famous book, An Enquiry into the Nature and Causes of Wealth of Nations, he defined economics as the science of wealth. According to him, economics is concerned with an inquiry into the nature and cause of wealth of nations, and it is related to the laws of production, exchange, distribution, and consumption of wealth. Now let us analyze the main characteristics of the wealth definition. The first characteristic is study of wealth. According to this definition, economics is a study of wealth and constitutes only material commodities and ignores non-material commodities as sunlight, rainwater, etc. According to this definition, wealth can be increased with the increase in the production of only material good and is stressed on a person with self-interest who can have material gain and is known as economic men. This definition has been subjected to various criticisms because, firstly, according to this definition, wealth is the sole end of all human beings. However, in reality, wealth is not an end in itself. It is only a means, that too one of many means for men's happiness and welfare. So this definition has been rejected. This definition is not clear because in earlier days, wealth meant material goods like money, gold, silver, etc. But in today's time, it also consists of non-material goods like services of a doctor, teacher, barber, etc. The scope of the subject as given by this definition is very narrow as it ignores welfare concept. This concept of Smith has also been criticized because it ignored moral, social and religious factors. As we come to the end of the module, I give you a question as homework. State the definition of economics given by Adam Smith. Write 2 characteristics of the welfare definition and write 2 criticism. Thank you.